Intellectually, we all know that we are carrying a seed, the seed of a potential. We all know what it means. But life can be quite tricky in the experience of life. So it can tell you that yes, intellectually, I understand I'm carrying seed of greatness. But experientially, my life is such that I can relate to this thing called greatness. Life will leave me completely messed up on the shores that I will simply say, this is where I belong, because this is what the experience has been telling me for all these years. If you stay there, that's all you're going to get. But to get back to a place where you start selling again and believing in yourself despite everything that experience has been telling you, it takes great work, internal work, coaching work, and mentorship to bring you from that place and back to the sea where you so belong. In the world of coaching, there's a beautiful model called the ABDCE, which simply tells the following. In every situation, as far as our behaviors are concerned, there is an activating event, which is A, which stands for activating event. There's a particular situation that causing you now to behave in a particular way and embrace a particular set of belief. And these beliefs are now moving into C, which is what? To a place of consequences, a place of contributing to life being where it is. So your job is now to move to D, which is now to come to a place where you're going to dispute this particular belief. You're going to simply find a way to disprove that yes, this particular belief is not serving me as far as my initial vision is concerned. And from that point, move to E, which is finding a way to embrace now effective or more empowering beliefs that are going to help you turn your life around. That's basically the one particular philosophy that I would like to share with you today. Why? Because as far as your life is concerned, no matter how lost it looks, no matter how bad things look right now, there is always a way to turn things around. And in order for that to happen, you simply have to go by these five steps. Consider the activating event. Consider the beliefs that actually leading you to behave in a particular way. Find a way to disprove this belief and find a way now to recreate a sense of empowering beliefs. And this is definitely key. So no matter how bad things right now, as soon as you can come to a place where you can start working on yourself or working with a coach or a mentor, we can help you bring you back to that place of simply turning things around as far as shifting your thoughts are concerned. My friends, all things are going to be possible. I'm just going to give you two examples. I'm going to stop. I gave you an example a few hours ago of this young man, Michael Powell, born to General Colin Powell in 1963. Michael Powell, at the height of his life, he thought, in 1987, while he was riding in a jeep with a bunch of his friends in Germany, all of a sudden, the rain made visibility almost impossible. Next thing you know, they get into an accident. And as they get into an accident, the Jeep basically, first of all, because of the force of the impact, eject Michael Powell out of the Jeep. And as Michael Powell is ejected out of the Jeep itself goes tumbling. And as it's coming down, the Jeep finds no better place to land than to land on his midsection. As a result, the young man's pelvis was basically fractured. His vertebrae were in trouble to the point where he needed to stay now in the hospital for 1 year. After that, being in the army was no longer an option. He was discharged. He went on to become a civilian now. Here's what life was going to do to him. In his mind, as he was 24, he was saying that yes, as I think, so I am. I think I'm a soldier. I think I'm an officer. This is what I am. But unfortunately, life threw me this nasty ball, and this nasty ball threw my life around. So I can no longer see myself as someone who was born for great things. I can no longer see myself as a leader. So I'm going to be working in Washington, D.C. after getting my law degree. I'm going to be working as an attorney somewhere as a civilian. I can be working with other people, but I don't see myself as a leader. When 9 years later, when President Bill Clinton tapped his shoulders and said, young man, now come work with me. Guess what happened? Because his expectation had been shattered by the event in 1987. He stopped seeing himself as a leader. So the activating event in 1987 caused him now to believe that he was less than, contributing to him just wanting to work with other people as opposed to leading people. He had now to come to a place where he had to disprove that. And guess what happened? His father understood that yes, his son Michael Powell was now in a place of doubt. His father said, let's have a meeting. And this is exactly what his father told him. Young man, I know that life has been less than wonderful with you over the past 9 years. But this is what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes when it even becomes harder for you to disprove the particular belief and come back to a place of bringing back into your life empowering beliefs, you simply have to pause everything and rely on the vision of your mentors and coaches who will still believe in you. So son, you're going to have to take this job. I'm going to suggest you take this job. Guess what? He did. He did so phenomenally well that years later, George W. Bush also wanted for him to work with him. Why? Because the seeds of greatness was somehow revived, was restored. The young man simply went on now to activate a new set of beliefs that gave him now the momentum to see himself as a leader, and the rest is history. Let me just park this for now. The last example I'm going to give you is the example of Louis Germain and Albert Camus, the French author. After the death of his father during the World War I, Albert Camus internalized that yes, I'm not good enough to see myself as someone who's going to make an impact in the world of academia. I'm not good enough to go anywhere as far as life is concerned. So because the activating event was the passing of his father, the activating event was also the fact that his mother was illiterate. And they were too poor to afford anything. But Louis Germain, as a teacher, simply set the young man down and simply said, young man, I understand that you're going by a different set of principles. I understand that you're going by a different set of activating events. I understand that your beliefs and behavior are basically consistent with that particular event. I understand that you are too young and too immature, too broken to be able to disprove this particular set of beliefs. But I'm going to ask you to simply do one key thing. Bank your own judgment right now. Let me now just speak life into you. And I'm going to simply tell you one key thing. I see the seed of greatness in you. And I would like for you to work with me to restore the right beliefs that are going to give you the momentum you so need to turn your life around. And by the time he did that, guess what happened? The young man went on to finish his high school. And the young man, a few years later, went on to get a Nobel Prize for his contribution in the world of literature. He himself now, reflecting on that, simply says, had it not been for Louis Germain as a mentor, for Louis Germain as a coach, my life will not be where I am right now. All right, I'm gonna stop right here. Before I go, just a reminder, if you need any help when it comes to turning your life around as far as a sense of awareness, as far as the beliefs are concerned, my friend, reach out to us and we're going to see how we can onboard you and take you from where you are right now to a place where you can effectively start disproving and disputing this belief that crippling you and keeping you bound on the shore as opposed to seeing yourself in the sea where you so belong. All right, thanks so very much for watching. Looking forward to seeing more with you. Until then, my friend, just make sure, if you've not already done so, to subscribe to this channel and make sure to hit the notification bell so that next time we put together a video, you can be amongst the first one to see. All right, much love everyone. I'm out. Take good care.